In a Minecraft experiment hosted by MrBeast and Ish, 1,000 players were split into boys and girls, separated by an unbreakable border, and everyone lived by one rule. If you died, you stayed dead for good.
No. Did I die?
Every player is able to create a society, start a war, make friends, or even betray one another. And with 50,000 on the line and tensions high, what nation will come out on top? The story that unfolded was unbelievable to this day. This is MrBeast and Ish's 1,000 player civilization boys versus girls experiment. As day one began, 1,000 players had spawned in and began to look for where they were on the map. But just as factions were forming, it became immediately clear that there was a huge problem. Newton's first law, gravity. Dozens, and I mean dozens of boys and girls were surprisingly dying left and right at the tall mountains, trying to get the valuable ores first, and it was brutal. Diva down! But during the race for resources, something huge was already happening. They called themselves the Boys Next Door. Triple Lion, an experienced and well-known player, had already been elected by over 100 people. The largest faction on the boys' side had already formed, but Triple Lion wasn't pushing for domination, aiming to instead build alliances with whoever they could.
Well, we're gonna play the long game and be ready for any attacks that we might encounter.
They had a hierarchy, an army, the third best fighter on the planet as their general, and there were even rumors that they were going to host a concert with a very popular celebrity. But far from the mountain, something much more chaotic was happening. Domhnall University, a school faction had been formed, led by a player named Linguini, who's currently dealing with over 100 very distractible students that he's trying to teach.
You gotta wait for an answer from Ish.
Yo, there's pigs up there. There's
Pigs! Pigs!
Oh, hold on, sorry.
Is class dismissed?
They also had a grand campus in the works, organized into cohorts and classes, having a dean, an athletics department serving as their military, and hundreds of people on board with the goal of graduating from the university. But behind all the good vibes, someone was already plotting something. It seemed like a conspiracy was already brewing in the university. Meanwhile, another faction began to take shape. A group called the Veterans from the 100 players community, while other big factions in this event came from the state SMP community. The Veterans were led by a trio of Eldeathly, Blinci, and Prolix, with Eldeathly being the face of the Veterans, Blinci the chief diplomat, and Prolix to this day we don't know. But what's interesting is that their base location wasn't an accident. Thanks to their head architect Quentin, they made a lot of progress on what would become a huge castle on one of the few defensible locations on the map, close to everything.
Quentin is like, I'm so happy he's here. I'm trying to make him like valuable. That's not the right way to say about Quentin. I appreciate you.
Make me valuable.
I appreciate you.
I'm trying to make the valuable
for you.
They love their horses a lot, so they started a fast horse breeding program that would be invaluable in fights. Gamble. It's always gamble.
Stop the horse. This be our leader, bro. This be our leader. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you driving that thing?
Get up, better get up.
He's gonna fall off the cliff. Oh my god. As a group of feared fighters, though, they often kept to themselves, preparing for the worst to come. As those nations were rising fast, a completely different philosophy was forming at the river. The nation of Raft City, spearheaded by Jaw Unleashed, had grand ambitions.
Hello!
Like you're in a fish tank.
We are in a fish tank. This is like a fish tanking of our own making. There's a little wall. We can't build up to a certain way out here from the wall. We're trying to build Raft City. It's like a community area between both the boy island and the girl island. We're gonna make like a floating city around here, basically. Ish! We're gonna make the most peaceful, beautiful community here. It's gonna be great.
You want to go to war?
Exactly.
I feel like our
boys versus girls.
I feel like our ideologies are a little different, Bear. We're gonna have peace between the girls and the boys.
Okay, Bear, why do you want the bridge?
It's an invasion point.
Bear, you.
And so, in collaboration with a similar nation on the girls' side, Raft City was born. While small, they make up for it with the want to succeed being extremely high. At sunset, the Boys Next Door hosted the first concert of the entire event, with the one everyone was waiting for, Ed.
Is random videos are the name of the game. Some might say they're his ticket to fame. The occasional intro may not make sense, but we all get a chuckle at their expense.
The concert was immediately a huge hit, and Edhead became a legend on the boys and girls side. Almost everyone from different nations came together in one place to see the legendary Edhead. After the concert, Blinci, representing the veterans, approached Triple Line and Linguini to start a formal meeting on day 2 between the boys next door, veterans, Domhnall, Raft, and other nations to discuss peace and the future between the boys and the girls. It was day 2 and it started exactly how you would expect. A really bizarre rumor, one that could cause a war if diplomats weren't careful. Remember that meeting set up at the end of day 1? Well, several leaders of the major nations met up for this high-stakes meeting right by Raft City's unfinished Peace Bridge, a location that had a history of being a bad omen for some reason. I have no clue how they pulled that off in one day. They were there to form alliances and deal with the rising paranoia between boys and girls, with Linguini, Blinci, Jaw Unleashed, and a few new nation leaders, and strangely enough, a confused citizen who wandered into the meeting from the girls' side. And as all the girl leaders were supposed to be there already, they seemed to be missing for some reason.
A very concerning situation, but I don't personally believe it.
Should I leave it? Is this a secret meeting?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm very open to the communication here for this.
Yeah, I can be like a messenger. I can be like Hermes.
But what was the rumor?
They say that there might be a conspiracy theory, or conspiracy being put together by Monkey Zeus, out of all people.
Jaw Unleashed explained that a girl had told him that Monkey Zeus, the guy who spent day 1 building Raft City with him, was supposedly gathering trust from the boys to kill them later. And then after that, kill girls, as doing those earlier deeds would supposedly gain some of the trust of some girl groups.
What?
I don't fully understand why they would bring that.
What?
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Given rumors of an assassination plot being planned at Domhnall University, and with the girls making propaganda posters denouncing the boys, it was taken seriously, so much so that as most veterans tended to be paranoid, Blinci was worried about the story leaking. Worries got so bad that Monkey Zeus himself was dragged into the meeting by Jaw to explain his actions.
Zeus, we have had some very worrying allegations against you that you are currently working with a batch of girls to take out boys.
Do you wanna have this conversation in front of everybody?
I think it's worth it if you're at least honest about this.
I told you about this yesterday.
You did not tell us about this yesterday.
No, I told you yesterday about that I would keep the open line of conversation, but I wasn't going to act on anything.
Well, no, then in that case, bring it forward.
Yeah, a member of the girls' team reached out to me yesterday asking if I could act as a spy for them, and they would act for a spy for me. And I said sure, and I told Jaw and that I would use their information to benefit our peace, but would pretend to be going along with it in order to gain information.
Should Shay be around during this conversation?
I asked first. I asked first.
Hey, yeah,
I tried to say we should have this private.
Remember, stitches get stitches.
You know, it's fine. As long as I don't get
like I said, I am all about open communication when it comes to this thing, which is, like I said, why I think it's fine if you bring it up in front of them. Because if we can have a communication between all of us, then we have the trust between all of us.
I would rather know what the people who wish to bring war are doing rather than not know it.
For the first time, leaders wondered if spies already existed on both sides, and paranoia was becoming rampant. Trust had to be earned, and while some leaders were already on good terms, the citizens of the boys and the girls had not given good impressions, as every boy death is met with and every girl death is met with Diva down. But hope for peace still existed.
Hey, that's my contact. Hello! If we could get everyone on board and all of the major leaders are in a peaceful mindset, then we could actually live in harmony. And
I think it's doable.
Jaw Unleashed did sound quite sincere, which made many leaders warm up enough to the idea to hear it out, with a gesture of peace being suggested.
So they're really pushing for the idea that, like, it's one team that wins, one team gets the money.
What would you say, nuh-uh?
There will be groups that will try and, like,
be antagonists and will want to cause chaos, will want the money for themselves. I think if we group against those types of people and we just focus on having like a world peace.
We could try to get Edhead over here. Edhead wanted to offer up the idea of like a grouped concert at the border.
Yeah.
You have
I think that's definitely possible. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Because if anyone can unite all 1,000 players to choose peace, it's someone with emotion like Ed. But there will be people on both sides that won't be on board with this. The meeting ended with some boy and girl nations creating a formal defense pact in a huge step towards trust, floating the idea that if any group attacked a boy or a girl nation, the entire group would become a mutual enemy, which could have its ups and downsides. Meanwhile, the suspect was being interrogated. Lucky, you're not gonna kill us all, are you?
Definitely not.
While that happened, the conspiracy finally made their move. The conspiracy missed their target and instead hit a random citizen. Linguini doesn't know it yet, but his own dean, chosen turret, made that trap and conspired to have him killed. But he's starting to catch on, with evidence slowly trickling in from his detectives. Even Ish arrives to check in on the university.
To get more knowledge. Girls gotta triple down. To get more stupider.
Get more stupider.
The Dumb Null University has done a study on who is actually going to win this event. What are the results?
Well, according to my studies, that there's about a 99.99% chance of the boys winning.
Yeah! Boys. For the CEO of civilizations. Here's the CEO. Not the paintings! Not the paintings! Thomas!
Leading the world in diplomacy with the girls' side, alliance with the boys next door, and Raft City, led by Jaw Unleashed, and I forgot to say Triple Lion, boys next door. We are a beacon of education and stability for all boys to seek refuge if they ever feel lost or threatened. Minzy cheer.
The reputation of your university depends upon your win. That's motivation if I've ever heard one. You need to fix this immediately. He's 19!
Boom!
To the world with your fake gods and your bad math. See,
Domhnall and the other nations were progressing fast, but tensions were as well. Day 3 started unusually calm, aside from Linguini catching his traitor, of course. However, Day 3 would become one of the most important and chaotic days of the entire event. You see, a player named Mateo had earlier on Day 2 became the most wanted, albeit amateur, murderer on the boy side, and he was still roaming free, killing random farmers and builders.
Help! 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 Guy killing! Help!
Everyone wanted him dead, but nobody seemed to have caught or killed him yet. So Domhnall University was preparing a trial for Mateo and a player named Zucchani, as during the hunt for Mateo, he accidentally dripstoned a guy. But while Linguini was busy putting murderers on trial, Jaw Unleashed was trying to believe that a massive war between the boys and the girls could be avoided. But he then got 2 pieces of unsettling news that could be correlated.
Do you know about the girly bounties sign? The sign that's on that bridge that says girly bounties and it has Willini name on it? Yeah, so that's a problem.
We have had some people who have been trying to ruin the Peace Bridge. Could just be people trying to make it seem like the Bridge of Peace is in fact being turned into a Bridge of War.
With the second piece being much more serious.
There might be a planned assassination on me. As of right now.
On you?
On
do you have information on this?
Not just him either. Leaders like Dowden, Linguini, Triple, all rumored targets. And the names that people kept whispering were always the same, the veterans. So as a precaution, world leaders like Jaw Unleashed had personal escort squads.
You could probably stick around Boys Next Door.
There is a very important group I feel like we should keep an eye on. Prolix and that group, I ran by them on the way back from the trial. They are being very vocal about anti-peace.
I don't like that it's the El Deathly group, but it also makes sense that it's the El Deathly group, because they have a lot of people that are very combat heavy. They're an actual concern. We can't just rush them all. We need to talk to them about
The
it.
nation leaders had their eyes on the veterans. Back to the trial, the Domino students were arguing how Mateo would be executed, as they were pretty certain that Mateo would get the verdict. The courtroom was a mosh pit until somebody yelled a very important question.
Realistically, this guy isn't showing up.
Somebody else drowned! Pog! Why are so many girls dying?
So it appears that Mateo will not show up.
He can still be represented.
We're going for a man called. Let's get him. Kill him.
Oh, Mateo just kills another guy when there's a trial about him. Mateo just killed another player while his own trial was happening. What are the odds?
Wait, that's not a trial. We don't need a trial.
But then... Oh, Avoma! It appeared that Avoma had killed Mateo. The great terrorizer of innocent farmers was dead. Avoma, wow. Avoma, the hero. That's my boy. We did it. Yeah, that was a total group effort. We did a lot of things that was very productive.
Get out of a job.
I don't think you're getting paid.
Are there any other mass murderers that I can represent?
But the mood quickly changed, as this wasn't Avoma's first kill.
Avoma has an open case against themselves.
Yeah, Avoma has a case against. Just because he killed someone and killed Mateo, I don't think
did that to get out of it.
What if he did that to get out of it?
The courthouse quickly called for a witch hunt. Some wanted to praise him, and some wanted him dead. But Domino still had business to finish before prosecuting Avoma. Zikani pleaded not guilty, as his lawyer argued.
Order in the court, let him talk.
I have a couple of statements from witnesses that say Zikani was chill on the first day, and I don't think the chill guy would suddenly turn on the server.
And with the Avoma trial taking precedent and Zikani's prosecution not even showing up, they had a quick fix.
Royal Pair will deliver the news of the jury.
We find Zikani acquitted of the crime.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. Based on the lack of evidence, we find him not guilty. It was self-defense, but he will be forced to work in the mines until he gets 10 diamonds. He has to deliver these diamonds to Lingolini. Will do what he sees fit, help the men.
Manual labor, Pog! Manual labor! For the boys! For the boys! But the biggest question on everyone's mind was lingering. Where was Avoma?
Oh no, I don't know. Do I go to the trial?
I don't know. You killed an innocent man, but someone made a hit list, right?
Okay.
And someone named Infinite Streams put your name on that list.
Wait, they had me on a hit list?
Yes. They put you on a hit list.
Do you know where they are?
Yes, I found their base. Yeah.
I think my reputation has been restored in terms of I killed that guy in cold blood the first time, but then since I've just killed that guy who everyone saw him as a villain, I think I'm on everyone's good side now. I don't know though. But yeah, my plan worked. I was gonna wait for him. I was gonna wait for him to kill someone, and once he did, everyone would be like, okay, he's killing people. Not long after that happened, I killed him, so it made it look like I was like trying to, be a hero. And they're all coming. We need to go. We need to go. Go. Just go.
Right after that, Avoma finally showed up for the trial. Many wanted him dead, but the veterans protected him. Good Ice Bear, acting as judge, considers the evidence, knowing that Mateo was a known killer and confirmed danger. After a long debate, Good Ice Bear delivers the verdict.
The final ruling is Avoma is declared innocent on the grounds of self-defense.
But everything that Mateo did paled in comparison to what happened right after the trial. Avoma, for some reason, racks up a 5-player kill streak from several random citizens of different nations, including an important citizen named Ralph. There was now a new wildcard. The most wanted person on the planet was Avoma, and he was a citizen of the veterans. After that happened, the veterans were building a courtroom as the boys and the girls held their breath for Avoma's trial. Hosted in their own castle, interestingly enough, to put their most dangerous member on trial, as agreed upon by the world leaders, but with conditions.
He interviewed us. They talked about our plans, like we're supposed to hold the trial today. We're making an entirely new area. You see, we have builders working on, you know, the trees, the foliage. We have a statue going. It's gonna look good. It's in production right now.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, saw some other things as well you were working on.
What other things?
What other things?
I don't know. Well, anyways, I'm just excited to see the trial.
But yeah, we have a lot of plans for today. There's gonna be a lot of interesting things that happen, I hope. After the trial, something very interesting is gonna happen. You want to look forward to it.
But as the courtroom was being built, let's meet Avoma's defense team. Lively, one of Avoma's closest friends and main witness to many of the killing. Blinci, who has played too much Ace Attorney. That Derpdo, who is nervous as hell but took the job anyway. Lively lays out the case.
The biggest thing, don't say things you shouldn't. Even if you like misword something, you say something a little bit wrong, if they're good at this, they can absolutely use that to destroy you and destroy Avoma's case. You need to be so careful with what you're saying.
But Derpdo wasn't speaking that convincing.
Speak always with confidence. If you sound like you completely believe what you're saying, you sound like you are in charge, people will be inclined to just believe you and not focus as much on your words, but how you're portraying.
100%.
Okay. Like Dirt, that's not, you're not speaking with confidence. You need to speak with confidence. I know, I'm just saying. Start practicing speaking with confidence.
Of course I can speak with confidence. I'm just not doing it right now.
Just do it. Believe in yourself, do it. With certainty.
I'm going to handle most of the rebuttals because I'm really good at rebuttals.
So Avoma's defense team had a plan. Avoma can be an idiot at times, but he's our idiot. And nothing short of 1,000 people will pry him from us. But midway through, a half-veteran, half-boys next door member walked on over. That's a golden night.
I don't think we
I ever heard it.
we need all that. I like the intro.
Let's pause the conversation right now. Golden, what's up? We'll resume it once.
Yo, what's up?
What?
Really?
Well, no,
we're gonna pause the conversation because now I'm here.
Well, no, it's just we're talking about the trial.
Yeah, because like I want to snitch or something.
I mean,
no, I'm not trying to imply that or anything. It's just like there's a lot of stakes. There's a lot of stakes.
Canadian. You are.
Hundreds of people going into the trial are expecting Avoma to be executed, as he killed multiple people, which had made some nations in particular more mad than others, as the killed players came from their nations.
Guy, how many times is Avoma going to keep saying self-defense, man? This is like the.
I mean,
many times?
It has been self-defense every time.
The defense was already shaky until. Oh god. Avoma's kill count had just jumped from 5 to 7 before he even stepped into the court. Oh my god. Why did I take this job? Nations were already treating him as a roaming natural disaster, and it has everyone in a panic. Many people voicing that he should be labeled as kill on sight. And yet the world leaders negotiated with O'Deathly, deciding to stick to the plan of a trial hosted at Veterans Castle. And with that, the boys next door, Domino University, Raft City, other nation disordered from Ironcrest, and what feels like the entire boys side as an audience were all in attendance to attend this grand trial. But as a condition, the world leaders and the veterans agreed ahead of time that a third-party inspector would be allowed to scan the entire veterans base for traps to avoid a massive dripstone situation. But the neutral judge, Red Duke, was late, so Blinci, who was supposed to be a part of the defense, had to improvise, stepping up as the speaker, which probably meant acting neutral. With that being said, your honors and members of the server are here for a trial, and that is the trial of Avoma. And with that, the prosecution begins.
As we all know, yesterday Avoma was on trial. I was the prosecution, and he got pronounced not guilty. Afterwards, he went on a rampage and killed so many people, which I also felt partially responsible for not prosecuted correctly.
If we let him run free today, I guarantee you we're going to lose at least 20 more people.
Charges have been set. Can you name what people have been killed? He stated the many players who were murdered by his hand, and others they forgot. You forgot the names of the murdered?
Yeah.
Alright.
That shows how much they mattered to you.
On to the defense. And I guess Avoma, if he wants to represent himself.
I plead the fifth.
Avoma, you don't need to talk. It's okay.
He pleads insanity. Anyways.
All of these so-called murders were in an act of self-defense. If someone is attacking you, you have the right to defend yourself and attack them back. On all these instances, Avoma pleads that this is self-defense, and that is why he committed these so-called murders.
I can't believe what happened. Basically, three individuals, rolled up on Avoma, claiming they wanted to give him diamonds. He set up a trap. We thought they were gonna kill him, because, you know, let's give free diamonds to someone who just killed someone, right? And before you know it, they started attacking Avoma. We pulled the trap, one of them dies. We chased one of them down, and another one died. And that's full self-defense. Stop the cap.
And then the funny thing about disordered.
Let the defendant continue, and then the prosecution will go.
Disordered was there. Disordered was there and spoke to us after the double defense kills occurred, and he said he spoke to the three men who came right moments before to Avoma, and he said that they wanted to talk to and jump Avoma, and that they were going around bugging people. Those were his words and not mine. So how do you guys want to plead against that? Do you guys want to talk to Disordered? Because that is exactly what he said to us just moments after the murder.
This is a sham trial.
Rip him, limp him.
You mentioned there was a trap set up. Why did Avoma set up trap?
This trap was originally set only to kill the girls' team.
The crowd was uncomfortable with these revelations. Prosecution, you may continue.
So you're saying he was setting traps for the girls, correct?
You don't gotta be.
That is correct.
Well, the wall is still up, so the girls can't really come over to our side. So why would he be setting traps already?
Exactly why the trap was built right next to the border, to prepare for that.
On day 3.
Isn't it better to be prepared?
Yes,
Why was there no warning of these traps?
Yeah, you gave no warning.
Doesn't need to be a warning.
If he's running, trying to get killed, he'd go, by the way, I'm about to pull a trap.
The crowd wanted blood, and nearly the entirety of Ironcrest was there. But that's when the most critical testimony was made by a friend of the late Ralph.
Testimony you'd like to present to the court today?
Ralph was a deacon for the Church of Origins being built near Goover Bay. Ralph was someone who just went out and grabbed materials. All day yesterday, every hour, Ralph was coming back to me to drop materials off for the construction of the church that me, him, and Hergos were building. Now, on his very last trip, he came back. It was about 3 hours in. He came back, and he asked if I needed anything else as the church was almost done. I told him I needed more concrete powder and possibly some gravel to finish the last couple walls. At the end, when I saw his name dead in chat by Avoma, I know what has happened. Ralph was the kindest man I have met. He wanted to start the Church of Origins as a symbol of peace for the Guy's Island. He wanted something for us to be able to turn to in hard times. Something that would prevent all of what is happening from happening. Ralph would not attack somebody. Ralph, I don't even think, killed an animal in this server. Ralph was a man of honor. He was a man of peace. He was a man who wanted justice for us to win against the girls, not for us to fight amongst each other. We must avenge Ralph.
Justice for Ralph!
Justice for Ralph!
May the defendants say their piece.
Avoma, please. Avoma, please, off your horse if you...
It is a safety precaution. I have been advised to do so by my lawyer.
Yes, Avoma, please, for the sanctity of the court, we ask that you step off the horse.
You guys are accusing Avoma of a secret life and secret intentions that aren't true.
Not true.
In regards of Ralph's death, Avoma's original excuse was that Ralph attacked first, but now his defense is there was an apparent hit list. Why is the story changing all the time?
Exactly. Justice
Answer!
Back!
Let the person die just to check if someone is a killer.
Divine, you still don't understand. Do you want him to put his life in danger to actively kill someone else?
This is what everyone can see, but what about what they can't see? The nation of Ironcrest had a mole that was actually a veteran, and at this exact moment, the mole delivered the same message to the entire team, including Avoma, meaning the second the trial officially ends, Avoma will be Avoma had successfully escaped through a tunnel he built beforehand, and the only ones that know about Ironcrest's plans were Ironcrest and the veteran. Everyone else just saw a guilty man fleeing judgment. Despite all of this, the trial went on with the decided jurors consisting of Tripoline, Dowden, Linguini, and 3 other nation leaders.
By order of this court and by ruling of the jury, we find that Avoma is guilty of all charges. Avoma is guilty of all charges.
But the nation leaders faced a dilemma. If they called for the execution of Avoma in front of the veterans, where over 50 known great fighters resided while everyone was in their own walls, that verdict would start a bloody boys' civil war.
Avoma is to be sentenced to jail. Resistance to be sentenced to jail results in justifiable response.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I am inclined to grant the request to put him on house arrest here with the veterans. However, your leader, El Deathly, has been wildly against anybody even making the assumption that he is guilty for his actions. He is willing to give me his word that the next Avoma kill, that El Deathly will turn him over to Ironcrest clan for further imprisonment. Deathly agrees to that, then I will order house arrest within the Veterans Society.
That's not gonna happen, so I don't see a reason why not.
And El Deathly has agreed. Avoma is officially considered to be under house arrest within the Veterans home.
This meeting is adjourned. Diva Debug!
Love how that unites us.
The people were outraged and relieved at the same time. But even as the crowd dispersed, tension skyrocketed. Fuse that could ignite civil war was constantly on the move, escorted only by his closest veteran friends. But as long as Avoma was out of the castle, he was considered kill on sight by the entire server. However, El Deathly's DMs were flooded with threats, and rumors spread that the veterans were using Avoma as a secret weapon. So some mobilized to march on the veterans immediately. Remember Ironcrest's leader, Disordered. Ironcrest was on the move, and the veterans Mole and Ironcrest tipped them off again. So the veterans rode out to meet them. But with war, the innocent suffer.
It's just...
Bro, okay, stop.
Adam was a peaceful veteran builder and probably the most associated with all the drama going on, and the veterans were furious. Despite this, trying not to let their emotions get the better of them, the veterans rode off to Disorder to make a final appeal against war.
Avoma has done nothing that has affected the score of the event negatively for our team in any way, and we have made sure of that.
Avoma has killed 9 people. Avoma has killed 9 people.
Hello, Triple. Great to have you guys here. Disordered led his team to kill one of our members. We do not want a war right now, but Disordered, you are not fit for leader.
Says the harboring fugitive liar.
You just murdered someone in cold blood.
Murdered in cold blood. Avoma killed a guy that was building.
Even if, let's say, he did, guy just did the same.
Why do you fail to understand? Why do you fail to understand? Avoma is his own person. You are leading your team actively. You are actively starting a war.
And you are your own person protecting a murderer.
Listen, if Avoma is in the wrong, you are protecting. No matter whatever Avoma is doing, if he's in the wrong or not, it will lead into the casualty.
He is in your class.
You are actually leading the server into war, which will cause casualties, and he doesn't.
You are worse than a man.
That's why we held the trial.
You are not stopping war.
Of our fleet, they wait at the beach, and if we're defeated, they're good as dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No backup, no chance for support, so draw out your sword. Our foe must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how great is your will to survive. 600 lives at stake, it's just one life to take. And when we kill him, then our journey's over. No dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day, so fight, fight, fight. 600 lives at stake. It's
Ironcrest's leader was dead, and the veterans rallied. But the veterans ceased to attack any Ironcrest members, hoping to mediate a way out of an all-out brawl.
Veterans, group up. Everybody on veterans.
Group up, group up.
Ironcrest, I'm sorry you guys had to follow such a sorry leadership, but we cannot have war breaking out, and he is constantly trying to initiate war.
We are chill with you guys. We are chill with you guys.
We want as many people to stay alive as possible, but he keeps trying to lead people into war. That is the opposite of what we need to do to win. I hope Ironcrest can find new leadership that actually leads you guys in a positive direction and allows you guys to flourish as a team. Because I feel bad for you guys having to follow a leader like that. Veterans, we are going to go back to base now. Everybody, have a great day.
Peace in our time. While Disordered tried to run, he lacked the numbers to take on the veterans, so he ran straight into the Boys Next Door army, watching in an attempt to draw them into fighting the veterans. But Triple Line anticipated this, but as soon as the veterans were catching their breath, Triple Line approached.
What's up, Triple?
You trying to sign the book while we're here?
Oh yeah, drop me the book.
What's happening here? Fill us in.
Nobody picked this up.
He's signing a contract for you. It's not a contract, sorry, a treaty.
Guys, they're discussing consequences.
As a result of killing Disordered, the treaty stated that the only terms the entire boys side would accept peace from the veterans was if Avoma was fully outcasted by the veterans, as any nation defending him would accept getting ganged up by all the nation powers. Avoma was a brother to all of them. But even with their PvP prowess, 50 veterans versus over 400 boys would be a losing bloody fight. And the veterans didn't want a boy-on-boy war, so L Deathly back there just signed it. Eva down!
Dude, I looked at him and mean to shoot him. I'm actually good because I didn't want to get the kill stab on him.
Oh, bro, I need people to stick together.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Do we defend him is the question. Do we defend him after that shit?
Yeah.
That is what I just signed.
Avoma just killed another person. Was it self-defense from people hunting him? Who knows? But nobody certainly cared at this point. And Avoma literally named his sword to say self-defense in chat. That detail made everyone lose their mind. So much so that somewhere on the girl side, someone built Avoma in giant letters, as they see it as a golden opportunity to troll and divide the boys. But does that rumor have any merit? I mean, the real question on everyone's mind aside from where Avoma is why did Avoma kill over 7 boys? So some veterans debated everything that happened. They mostly supported Avoma as they were helping a brother get the bag, as they believed the hitman theory and knew Avoma could make it up to the boys later by killing girls.
And I mean, at the end of the day, everything's good. We got rid of Disordered. Avoma is not dead. I think that's a big win for today.
Ironcrest a good player. Like, if the walls do fall, I'm sure Avoma is not gonna kill any boys. Like, he's just gonna kill as many girls as he can.
Yeah.
100%.
Avoma and his friends were busy being actively hunted, escorting Avoma away from Swite and several nation armies. So Blinci decided to do some digging. Most of the veterans knew Foxley was working with Avoma, but not in what way. And there was only one logical place that Foxley and Avoma would regularly meet. Boys and girls often trade gossip here, and sometimes even get married. Avoma or Foxley would likely be here on the hidden coasts. Blinci was then approached by a cultist. What's happening over there?
It looks evil. I don't know. I just got done digging for like 3 hours.
Like for building resources? Like, dang, that's a commitment.
Yeah, I'm part of a cult, so that's kind of how it works, I guess.
Dang, I'm a part of veterans. Where's your cult name? Like, what is it about?
Oh, we're the cult of the Sippin'. We were the cult of the Lamb, and then we had to change it for reasons.
Oh, I think I know why.
I heard the boys are having a boring day. But we've had the opposite.
On your end?
It's like too much going on. 5 different weddings. I've seen 3 different trials.
5 weddings? Like, sheesh.
Yeah.
There was like just so much happening like with Avoma, like just killing like 20 boys and then silence.
Does your team want to kill your boys?
It really depends on how things go.
Right, because you want to like kill people off for money, don't you?
We're just trying to see how things go.
Gotcha.
The Cult of the Lamb was clearly testing out the loyalty of the boys that would wander over, and she seemed very interested in such information. But for what purpose? Time will tell. By the end of day 4, Ironcrest is in shambles, Domino University rallies after a failed coup, and Avoma is still on the run. Day 5 began with the veterans becoming the Mongolian Horde, completing their max speed horse program. And despite everything they've done, they've somehow recruited more members.
I'm the Oracle. Yes, the fortune teller.
You're the Oracle, of course.
All right. Will we live to see another day? Or is today the last day for us?
I'll answer both of you at the same time. We shall see.
Oh, he's got so much wisdom.
I felt shivers, man. The server was still processing the huge events that happened yesterday, but they didn't need to wait long for more.
GG, bro.
One of Triple Line's lieutenants had successfully caught up and killed Avoma. Avoma's dead!
I bought my saddle to not Divine, and he said he would have it back for me.
Oh, speaking. Oh, yes! Yes!
Who killed Avoma? Who killed Avoma? Wait, who killed it? Who?
Divine something.
You know what Avoma's messaged me? He was like, yo, wanna join my team? I was like, nah. You're on killing side, bro.
News spread fast of the kill. Thing is, Avoma was outcasted by the veterans right after the war, just before he broke the not kill another person rule. So some people were now content with the veterans, mostly the leaders, as at the end of the day they stuck to the deal. That was far from everyone though. So many boys kept asking the veterans the same question, on if the veterans secretly backed him or not. To answer that, it's complicated. Blinci and O'Deathly explained that they tried to give Avoma a fair trial. They genuinely believed a lot of his kills were self-defense early on due to witnesses from the veterans. But Swite of Boys Next Door took notice of the veterans that associated with him.
Mr. L. Deathly.
How's it going, Ish?
What's good? What's been going on? What's been going on the last hour?
Last hour? I mean, we've just been fortifying our base, making sure all of our farms are at max efficiency, max production. We're working on horses. We're getting maximum stats. So max speed, max jump, max health.
God, you and your horse breeding factory. You and your horse factory, huh?
Yeah, we have an entire breeding operation where it's gonna be super overpowered if we're fighting the girls or any other teams.
I see. Tell me about Avoma.
I did hear he died, but not Divine. I'm not entirely sure how it happened. Information hasn't hit me about that yet, but we did have to officially outcast them from the team yesterday.
I see. So
in the results of the peace treaty between a lot of the alliances.
Yeah. So even you were like, the PR is way too bad if we keep him on the team.
Well, for the entire event, we wanted to protect him because we knew that a lot of what he was doing was self-defense, or at least we could defend that in a court.
Sure.
We tried.
But it got to a point where he's killed too many innocent people. So for the sake of world peace, we can't keep defending him because the general idea was if people keep being angry with our team as a whole and people keep coming to our base looking for conflict, that's not going to benefit the entire boys team in any way. Because if eventually war breaks out, which it almost did yesterday, as you saw with the leader of Ironcrest.
Boys, you were on the brink of civil war. What the? Oh my goodness.
People.
Wow.
Diva down.
That almost looks coordinated.
Diva down.
Could you tell me, why did you take Avoma in the first place?
Well, he was a competent player. He's a good PvPer. It's obviously a good asset to have him on the team. We've seen him in the past. He's very efficient. He's just an asset we didn't want to lose. We want to keep as many strong players alive. And just in general, my mentality this entire event is keep as many people alive as possible. Which, to be fair, Avoma didn't really abide by that.
Seems to be seems to be the opposite of Avoma's philosophy, if I'm honest.
Yep, to an extent.
Well, you know, things go out how they go out. We need to play by what we see in the present. You can't predict the future.
I get it. Okay. Thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of your day.
Take care.
One final thing.
Yeah.
It's not ready yet, but you may want to check in here in a little bit. We have one magnificent statue planned.
What statue?
That you're gonna want to see it when it's ready.
Making a large gladiator statue.
Sounds good. Might be back later.
Anyways, you heard all that. You gotta die.
Yeah, crit him out. Anyways. The veterans now had a hard task of healing their reputation with the rest of the boys. Starting with a debrief with other factions to explain what happened with Disorder. Revealing the mole, why Avoma ran, and Disorder's intentions that led to him being killed.
deal with Iron Crest was the past 2 days, they were being incredibly aggressive, and by they, I mean their leader, Disorder. That guy was threatening war, and like every message he sent to us, every conversation he had, he would just constantly be threatening war. In the trial, he gave the communication to his team that whether Avoma was, whether the verdict was guilty or innocent, on his signal, they would all jump him and assassinate him at the same time, and we knew of this. So after the trial, luckily we avoided that because, I mean, Avoma caught wind of that, so he's like, from Avoma's perspective, he's like, if I'm dying either way, I'm just gonna run, which makes sense. I mean, fair enough, right?
When the border drops, then we will have a chance to even the numbers, and we will have to use every second of that time to even those numbers.
No, if the borders drop, their team does have a ton of traps. Do not rush in with your entire team. If you guys are not like wary about traps, you will just die.
Our intent will not be to go just straight across the border, just swim over and die.
Some nations and veterans agreed to help each other mitigate boys versus boys combat, and to stop false rumors being placed on the veterans, as many parties agreed that they want to keep the player counts high in order to aim all future bloodshed in one direction, the girls. Peace in our time.
That being said, Avoma run hell.
Yeah. And to cap it off on a high note, the veterans reveal their symbol of power. To the veterans, it represents the fallen and what they want the boys to become. United and terrifying when the border drops.
He's gonna fall.
But not everyone agrees what winning looks like. Later that day, all the major boy factions gathered at the All Boys Summit, hosted by Jaw Unleashed.
I believe we have all the leaders here.
Don't forget to plug Feastables.
Not true. This meeting is brought to you by Feastables.
I think Hershey's is better.
Boo! He first invited leaders to speak about the future. Linguini goes first.
Alright, so with my experience of leading a bunch of smart students, whether or not our opinions differ on the girls or even ourselves, we are one group, we are one class. We all have the same goals to achieve, the same grades to earn, and I hope together we can all achieve that A+.
Royal Pair from Goober Bay says what a lot of people are thinking. He pushed the idea that boys killing boys is the fastest way to throw $50,000 straight into the dumpster, a motion many agree with. Jaw then asked if someone from the veterans wanted to speak.
Would you like to go ahead and go on for your side of the point?
So you got it.
We all have a mutual incentive. There's 50,000 potentially on the line. People operate on incentives, and the girls, like, they're gonna have their own incentives to look after themselves. So we must do the same for ourselves. So, Diva Downs! Blinci had heard from people on the boys and girls side about the girl witches, cults, and other groups, knowing how they would pit boys against each other to kill one another, witnessing one attempt firsthand. I want war. And I think the boys agree. But he also learned from Lively and Apollo, who were informed by Foxley that it went a lot deeper than just that. But not everyone at the summit was chanting for war, as Jaw Unleashed envisioned something different. He shares that multiple girl factions have already been working with Jaw peacefully, pitching a future where boys and girls don't have to fight at all, arguing that they were in a competition, there might be events, disasters, or even famine later that could force cooperation.
My name is Jaw Unleashed. I am representing Raft City and the Bridge of Peace. If you've been near the beach, near the border, you have likely seen bridges that have been being built. And we have contact with the girls who are, in fact, being peaceful with us and wanting to make this Bridge of Peace a reality. Boys and girls standing with each other. That means no killing between any of us, and this is a stance I have held since the very beginning. Boys and girls can live in harmony, and I, for one, would love to see an ending to our civilizations where basically we live united. There is to be an open conversation between the boys. The boys have to be willing to have an opposite conversation with those that they disagree with. And if you can't stand for that, then our civilizations are already doomed to fall.
Excuse me, who are you to say that? Silence. As a man of education, we know that in order to get the best opinion on a certain topic is to see things from both sides of the story.
I also have had contact with the girls as well, and we do have a Unification Act that is starting to come to fruition between both boys and girls. I have been in direct contact with them, their leadership as well. Things are divided over there, but we're not doing much better.
Ish interrupts the summit.
Attention, everyone.
Okay.
Pause briefly for an important announcement.
Oh god.
Order is dropping. You may have noticed a small platform has appeared in front of the tower. One blue, one pink. Whoever is standing in the middle of the decision they make will have a massive impact on the future of your civilization. You can choose your representative however you want, but it must be one player. So choose carefully.
Okay, so that does change a lot about this meeting. Who to elect to go and represent the boys.
I'll go, guys. Who might be the best choices for this? One of the leaders is obviously the best choice.
Suddenly, the all-boys summit has become the all-boys election.
This needs to be someone that you all can trust to not only represent you, but represent the best interests and not be bribed.
Yeah.
I feel like those people that are going to be going up will be tested with money. This will come down to a sacrifice.
I am not bribable.
And so they did. Some promised they couldn't be bribed.
I promise I will not be bribed with money no matter what. I would die for the boys.
Then came Linguini.
I'm the chancellor of the university. I care for my students and all you boys. I will not be bribed. I would rather win by having a spotlight in the video than winning money. I'd rather earn that money myself, and I've died before in an event. You may have heard of me. I will do it again. I'll do it for my students. Go to college to get more knowledge. Girls go to Jupiter to get more students.
Then came the funny ones.
No, triple lion.
Alright.
Well, they said I want every single girl to fear those walls. Do not wipe the girls out of the face of the earth.
I'm just happy to be here.
Amen, brother.
You may remember me from the trial with Avoma yesterday. I'm just very glad that we got justice for Ralph. That's what we needed. Justice for Ralph. Throw my hat in the ring for this as well.
My name is Defend from Boys Next Door. 6'7".
Kill him.
Ran out of Adderall yesterday, so I'm kind of getting tired of playing. So dying is not the end of the world for me. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say.
Hey, I'm literally a random guy, and I'm here to win. I'm here. I'm here. We're here to get there.
He has the spirit.
Let's go! Yeah. I'm not here to put my hat in the ring. I'm just here. There's one person who's united us all. No corruption. Can we get Ed up on the stage next? Let's hear it for Ed.
I've seen good men tear each other apart over less than what's at stake here. And I've seen strangers become brothers when they had every reason not to. Now, I'm not here to lead one side or the other. I'm here to make sure that every single voice here carries.
Everyone here knows Code Blue. What better way to unite boys and girls by using Code Blue? Guys, hear me out.
Who loves MrBeast?
Not me.
Who loves basketball? You should all come and play Beast Ball and Boys Next Door.
2 years ago, I made a choice that I had to live with. I've regretted it ever since.
You killed Spoo.
I need redemption. I will
No
get
interference from the
redemption by
audience.
helping all of you vote Ramsay.
How do you kill him and live with yourself?
Then came Sitzkrieg.
The one thing that I probably might be bribed, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but the one thing I will say,
Honesty,
that I will communicate with you. No one else who's been up here has told anyone that they will make a decision that involves anyone else but themselves. That I will involve it.
One gambler offers to just flip a coin.
Whatever he offers, I'll flip a coin. Yes, no. That's a decision.
Put it all on black. I love it.
Let's go gambling! And finally came the two most differing philosophies. You see, yesterday at the border, Blinci had the strange encounter with the cultist, but one line stuck.
Does your team want to kill your boys?
As just before the election, Apollo and Libly finally spilled the beans to Blinci and Al Deathly on what Avoma's deal with Foxley was.
How's it going on your side? Have you found like the person to kill yet?
Yes, I actually did. Yes, I found their base. I'm gonna go like investigate around. I'm gonna befriend them, and I'm gonna kill her Under 2 people if I'm able
Oh my god, fire. Our reputation has been restored in terms of, even though our whole plan is to gather as much money as possible.
The hitman theory was false. Instead, it was a kill-for-kill agreement. For every boy Avoma killed, Foxley would try to kill girls on her side. Also, both of them could walk away with a bigger share of the $50,000 prize, as they figured out the player count may have a part to play in it.
I need to ride.
Blinci pieced together that Avoma, but also the girls, were indirectly why Avoma, Adam Plays, and many other boys were dead. Not just because of Avoma and Foxley, also due to some of the arranged marriages and other concessions the girls would make by the border in exchange for boys killing other boys. All for the girls to reach their goal of a higher girl player count than the boys, as they presumed a higher player count would make them win MrBeast's $50,000 prize. And it was working. So Blinci and the veterans wanted war, while Jaw Unleashed wanted peace.
If you ask anybody I have interacted with this entire event, I have been open and honest completely about my intentions.
If you vote for me, there will be no negotiations or bribings from the girls or MrBeast.
I want everyone to win here.
People operate on incentives, and I have a great incentive to do you right.
If you vote for me, I will fight for you.
For the only words that I will ever utter to the girl representative is
I will fight for everyone.
We want the girls to win. We want the girls to win.
Divas down. Divas down. Divas down. Divas down. Divas down. But the ending speech was made by the biggest faction leader, Triple Line.
I'm sure you guys have seen the people calling my name in chat. I'm here to explain that I am the best option for this role. Now, as you know, I've led the boys next door. I've led them to very great heights. I've made the largest nation that the boys have seen. I think that if I'm given the option to lead the boys, I will lead us to even greater heights. No matter what he throws at me, I will be ready.
Triple Line.
The crowd then started forming lines, but at the end of the day, Triple Line won. Some were happy, and some feared MrBeast would bribe him, and some veterans feared he'd go the peace route. But whether people like it or not, Triple Line will stand on the blue podium to meet with the elected girl leader and decide the fate of 1,000 people. But after the election, the veterans were now busy with something.
Veterans, scumbag. Nah.
The veterans were about to declare war. This is gonna be great.
Do we go through with this or no?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no.
The server exploded in confusion. El Deathly's DMs were even more flooded than last time. People panicked and rumors spread all over. You may be confused as to what's happening right now. Who are the veterans at war with? You see, the veterans had a massive problem. They had way too much time on their hands. And what happens when boys get too much time on their hands?
I'm hitting so many. War with who? I love that. I love that.
Everyone.
So on El Deathly's command, all 50 of them sent the same message in chat at the same time. And they're not done.
You know, part two. Yeah, an invasion in 5 minutes. Starts. 3, 2, 1.
That's good.
Oh, this is top tier regiment.
You do it. This one is amazing.
Oh my god.
They then take it even further. They pick the most random name they can find.
Oh my god.
Should we just like name one random person and say that we're just about to kill them? Like the most random person.
They just Ducky Love, you're first or something.
Yo, literally, here's 8 gold blocks. I just stole it off of the building from the
Yo, W.
What the hell?
They allowed us to steal stuff, no?
Dude, I replaced the gold blocks with hay bales. They didn't notice.
You just said like veterans and something else.
Let's say we're gonna jump later.
Wait, that's
so yeah, let's say later we're coming for you.
No, veteran.
Derp GTX, that's his name.
Mrs. Derp GTX.
Wait. Are you guys ready? You guys ready?
Busy, guys.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
This is amazing.
1.
Oh, he's paddling back.
This is the best idea we've ever had. 3, 2, 1, go. What do we call this? The phony war?
Propaganda war.
Fortunately, El Deathly and Blinci were wise enough to let all the major nation leaders know that it was just rage bait and to withhold it from their citizens for only a few minutes, so it just resorted in temporary panic. As the day comes to a close, and tomorrow being the day where everyone's fate is decided, what better way to end it than the water bucket challenge, a huge vertical drop where people gamble on whether someone will land a clutch or die in front of a live audience.
He's going, he's going, he's going, he's going, he's going! No! No! No!
The big day was here, and it started just how you'd expect. Due to a joke miscommunication between some of the nation leaders and veteran leadership, they suspected that the veterans wanted to force their own candidate on the podium, even if it meant having to fight 400 boys that awaited there. And boy, did the rumor spread. Now all it would take is the trigger happiness of one person, and a bloody boys civil war would happen. And there was Triple Line. From the outside, it looked like Triple Line was just another PvP-oriented leader. But inside the boys next door, Triple Line's vision was simple: to get as much of the $50,000 into everyone's pocket. First, by keeping as many boys alive as possible. Then working with Jaw Unleashed and the Bridge of Peace, so both sides could theoretically walk with the $50,000. So when Triple Line ascends to the gods later, he's not just deciding who lives, he's deciding whether the last 6 days of planning with Jaw and the girls meant anything at all. So let's get to that, shall we? 400 boys were already packed shoulder to shoulder, surrounding the blue platform where Triple Line will be teleported to MrBeast. And people were so desperate to be the chosen one that some tried to steal the spot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's actually getting slime. Damn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is this guy doing here? Wait, no, he got teleported. Wait, there's no way. There's no way he got bamboozled like that. And since everyone knew that MrBeast, Ish, and a few others were watching, they tried summoning them in the one way they knew. And just like that, there he is.
Gentlemen, the biggest decision of all your lives is upon you. Are you sure you want Triple Line to
No!
In a moment, Triple, we are going to teleport you to the top of that tower. And you're going to make a decision that all these boys have to live with.
I'm ready.
When given a choice between peace or war, what do you tend to lean towards?
We have to go to war. If we do not go to war, we are going to lose.
I'm pretty sure they have the higher numbers than us right now, so I think it's our only chance.
Pride is a damsel in distress, hiding away where only I can undress her. Tried she cannot to confess. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Thunder, bring her through the judgment's call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning, wield her, use and gild her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature will be revealed. Tell me, Odysseus, if I were to make you choose the lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose? Enlighten me. king of Ithaca, since hunger was far too great. I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and suffer a gruesome fate. To the thunder bringer, here to bring your ears until your death with fear, and spear you while your death is near. Lightning wielder, here to yield your time, for you have passed your prime. Sublime you for your act of crime. Choose? Didn't you hear all of those boys, all those leaders, those people back there? Hunger for war is far too great. I wonder who take the weight of the damned and suffer a gruesome fate.
Please, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
I want everyone to win.
People operate on incentives.
Triple 9?
I have to save my people.
But we'll die.
I know.
Thunder, bring her to the bringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning wielder, use and gild her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature will be revealed.
Due to Triple Lion's decision, your only way out is the fight. And slaughtering Narnia, when the wall drops, only the side with the most players remaining, girls or boys, at the end of day 7, we'll split $50,000.
Oh.
There was an option of peace where both sides equally split $50,000, but that was not chosen.
Whatever happens tomorrow is totally up to you. I wish you all luck.
We're Mongols, we're gonna enslave you.
Here, like, this is his back.
Oh. Retreat. Never mind.
Move it up.
Just my fault. I'm sorry.
No.
It's good.
Let me
Drop it then. Up then.
We've been here forever. This path is not made. Let's stand so long, another trail.
Message yell deathly. I don't care who.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Messages don't work.
Oh my god.
It doesn't work anymore.
So many on water. Look how many are in the water.
Stay in a group, let them spread out. Let
Yeah.
them spread out.
Alright, who wants to try to just spread out so that
come
they're
this way,
forced to make
come this way,
decisions?
come this way, come this way. We got. Nice one, Trav. Trav, nice one.
The road is dark as we kill the lights here.
This is my kill. Nice, Gunka. Good job.
We've been here always. The wheel keep turning.
Oh boy, keep going.
Such a terrible idea. I love it. All the water.
Wait, you see, get it out.
Oh, I got it.
On the top. Yeah.
Oh, you good now, I think. Keep going.
Before the time runs
Keep
out.
going.
Jimmy,
You're stopping them.
Hello. It's the plane. It's the plane. Oh, I can't. This way.
be careful, man. Oh, no.
I swear my arms swim for.
Keep going, we're close. Careful, they didn't think we could do it.
Keep going.
Push!
It's strong together.
1 minute left. It's already. Oh my god.
If you are a boy, you are receiving your share of $50,000. Okay. So, what I am looking at right now is all the players still alive. As you can see, there are more boys than girls, which means they're splitting $50,000.